woman that's been with me all day. She shows herself to me to be kind of fancy and kind of uppity, snooty a little bit. And those are her words. She understands that while she was alive, she did have an air of kind of looking down her nose at people. Now, I'm sitting with her in her chair, and I feel like a lamp that comes down over. I feel a side table. She would have been this classic grandmother energy of having like hard candy. Her house would have been immaculate, would have been spotless. I'm also seeing what looks like macrame plant hangers that might have had shells on them of some sort. These are old. These are from I think the 60s, maybe even 70s, 80s. These are from the last part of the 20th century. And what she's showing me is the person, you, who's in this call and who's going to be here. You sat across from her and you did this several times as you were talking to her. You were with a bad boy of sorts. You were with somebody who was not good. She did not like him. This is kind of one of those stories of like the wrong side of the tracks. You ended up with somebody that was on the wrong side of the tracks. And you were sitting with her and you were telling her about this, hoping for her approval, but she wasn't able to give it to you. She wasn't able to give it to you. And I see her just looking to the side. And it's interesting because you would have gone to her several times, you would have sat with her several times, you would have wanted her approval and her love, but she's indicating that she couldn't give it to you, that you weren't, while she was alive, somebody that fit her standards or what she wanted for herself or her family. This is a woman who would have really just done her hair every day, who would have put makeup on every day to go out. Even I think, even if she didn't, she was really well put together. Um, I think that she might not have liked your kids because you might have had kids with this man. She was really, really judgy, and she needs to come through to apologize to you. So this is where you kind of open it up to me. This is where you got to talk to me about this. This is it's like I'm seeing a round braided rug. I'm seeing the living room. It's like beautiful. It's perfect. And you were really terrified that
Josh.
you were bringing her shame because she couldn't give you approval.
Josh, that sounds like my grandmother, my Mimi.
Did you unmute it?
Okay, I need whoever that is speaking because I'm looking at a screen of little squares. Wave your
It's
hand.
me.
Hi. Okay, there we go. All right. So I see Missy and Faith here. All right.
It's actually
So what
Teagan.
I'm gonna so I want to ask this. Did you I want to make sure before I like get connected to you, I want to make sure that I've got you. Really, really fancy, really prissy, really uppity, and turn her nose away from you, like to show her disapproval.
Yes.
Okay.
Was her name Rita?
I don't get names. That's not what I do here. So that's not what I do here. Why do I see like a doily? I see like a round rug. I see
Oh my
the plant
god.
hanger with the macrame plant hanger with the shells on it.
She had one in her bathroom, but she had doilies everywhere and a round rug on top of her
Yep.
carpet.
A braided
Yep.
A
round
braided
rug.
round rug.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is it. This is it. This is it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you up on Spotlight and we're gonna share this, okay? So I'm gonna bring you up on Spotlight. Um and I'm gonna go on Spotlight myself. Okay. Who am I talking to here? Is this
This
Missy
is
or Faith?
Teagan. It's Teagan.
Teagan. Okay, so Teagan, did you go to your grandmother and did you have kids with a person on the wrong side of the tracks?
I did. I did.
Okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay. This is the reason why I'm getting this message for everybody and everybody, not only you, Tegan, but everybody that's here. Uh, okay. Remember how I was talking about the animalistic part of us? like everything below our heart center, the digestive, like people do really funny things when they're hungry. And don't mind my crassness here. People do really funny things when they're horny. Okay.
Yeah.
It is the way of life. And and one of the things that really upsets me about our education system is that we don't teach people what needs to be taught about their their biological system, their bodies getting horny, their hormones. We don't teach them that. And in fact, all of our systems, I mean, if we barely get sex education in school, but look at the religious systems, deny that part of you. You're being tested by God when it's life, it's reproduction. This is how our species continues. And it's also one of the ways that we're getting joy, by having sex and loving our bodies. All right. So here is the reason why this woman needs to come through, because she needs to acknowledge that she was one snooty bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
She was just one snooty bitch. She had these standards that while she wished the best for her family, she, God damn it, in life, she would have used really nasty words to describe
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yes.
She would have used really nasty words to describe you. And those words will hurt a person and they will become arrows and slivers in our heart. And she needs to apologize. And the main message here is this. God, Teagan and anybody else that can relate to this story, Teagan, the biggest mistakes that you would have ever made in life would have only happened because you wanted to be loved. That's it.
Yeah.
You just would have wanted to have been loved, physically loved. And the other interesting part of this, can I ask too, the father of these children that you had, is he in spirit as well?
No.
All right, because I get somebody that like was a bad boy who loved you is in spirit as well. Like she has somebody who was like a romantic partner of yours who would have loved you, who would have been of that bad boy nature in spirit with her.
Tommy was like my brother.
Yeah.
So you've got to know that this apology is this apology is needs to be given because for a couple of reasons. One, her words would have had an impact on you. Okay. And God damn it, she had no business telling your mother that you were a whore.
No,
Okay.
she didn't.
No, she didn't. She had no business telling your mother that you were a whore. And that's such an awful word, but these are the things that she said. Okay. All right. Now this is one of those things that the spirit carries that she regrets. So this is not only for you to give you absolution, to help you find peace around this idea that your spirits look down on you. This is all about this is about bringing her peace too, because now she regrets being an uppity bitch. She regrets being an uppity bitch because those words, I mean, I get it. You probably think that you're real tough and you don't give a shit what people think about you. But, screw you. You do. You really do. You really do care what people think about you. And when people say things like that, it has an impact. And those are things that you carry forever. Those are things that you can carry for a long time. And we have to let them go because she was broken in her own way. She came from a different generation. She had different opportunities. She's talking about money's different, all of that. She came from a different generation that was taught different things about their body. And weirdly, she's actually praising you for finding peace in your own body. Like honoring it, giving it pleasure, all of that, the not denying it and not being closeted in any ways. It's a funny thing that she would say that to me. So the other thing to Teagan is that when I'm talking to you about like candles and water and incense and offerings, this grandmother of yours needs you to get back to your witchy ways. So you had some sort of spiritual path. No shit.
No,
No,
it's
you
true.
had some sort of
She's
spiritual
not
path.
on it anymore.
That's funny that you say that because I was recently saved and I've just stopped doing all of that stuff.
Well, it's like anything. Are you doing it to empower yourself? So when I say, like, you can sit down and light candles and put water out and make offerings, you can actually ask these spirits to help you with peace. Take these stories away from me. Like, help me bury these stories, help me burn these stories, because nobody needs to be in this world convinced of convinced of the stories that other people would have taught them. Now, this is a fascinating thing. So, this is the spirit that wanted the rotini noodles and the red sauce. She wanted the rotini noodles and the red sauce. She wants, like, the curly Q noodles and like the red sauce. This is like a chop suey sort of pasta.
Oh God, chop
That's
suey
what
was her
she
thing, man.
chop suey was her thing. Yeah, yeah. This is
Yeah.
this is what she wants. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of talk about some big concepts here, because I mean these are concepts that are beaten over our head. She needs to come forth and acknowledge that she sinned against you, and this is how I understand what sin is. Sin isn't the sex before marriage or the abortion or the gay marriage or any of that's not sin. Sinning is any act that we take that separates us from love. And here she is acknowledging that if she could have just given you a little bit of acceptance and love, tried to empathize with you and seen through your eyes, that your life might have been different, that your life might have been different. And she's acknowledging that she sinned against you because when you needed somebody, she turned her head away from you.
She did, I think, a few times. Yeah.
Okay. Now, for all of that, you you're still quite kick-ass. You got to know this.
She is.
What you've done with yourself, what you've made of yourself, there is a fight in you that you would fight for your family. You would show up for your family. So I gotta. She needs to acknowledge her wrongdoing, but she also needs to praise you for how proud she is of you. Okay. Remember the ocean. Remember the ocean. Remember the ocean. She's saying, remember the ocean. She wants you at the ocean. She wants you at the ocean. She wants you walking in the ocean, feet in the ocean. Um,
Look at get your tissue.
she's very proud of you. Okay, and you need to know this. She's very proud of you. And what is this? What paperwork did you sign? You put like a big X to it, and you were like, "Screw you!" Like,
The paperwork for losing my kids.
Yeah.
say it again.
Paperwork for them taking my kids. They were trying to get me to sign my kids over, and I just put a big X through it in court.
Okay. She's very proud of you for that, and you got to know that
You got that beautiful girl right there.
I'm not. I fucking refuse to cry here. I am not going to cry. I'm not going to cry here. But I will tell you that what I'm
I'm
feeling
trying
is
to
this
not
deep.
cry.
Well, no, like I gotta maintain my composure when I do this. And what I'm feeling here is this deep, deep sorrow that things could have been different if she could have loved you instead of judged you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Things could have been different. So, um,
So judgmental. It sucks.
this is really interesting. She wants you to. This is so weird. She wants you to do the work of men. She's showing me sawdust and like wood and
I've always
like
been, I've always done manly work.
yeah, like moving your, or like what would classically be seen as like um manly work. She wants you to do that. There's something about moving your body that you've got to honor. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Um, he's acknowledging that she used the Bible as a weapon and not a tool of love.
Yes. She did that a lot
And
towards me.
and that what I'm saying about love and fear is accurate. And you have to get rid of the fear that you're not good enough for your mom, you're not good enough for your kids, you're not good enough for your grandmother, because you for some strange reason are a person of integrity. And she's got me saying that to you. She needs you to know that gold star energy is coming through. She sees you doing the good things, the hard things. She's watching you, she's with you, but god damn it, she's suffering because she knows that her words and her treatment have still impacted you. Now, it's like she wants you to have a Pepsi or a soda with her. Okay, she wants you to
Pepsi.
what?
Or Pepsi.
She was a Pepsi drinker.
Yeah. No, she wants you to sit down and have a Pepsi because like she wants to like, and this is that experience of her having it out with you because you need to sit down and you need to talk to her. And the analogy I always use is that one-way mirror we see in a cop show. Okay, like we're on the side of the suspects, they're on the side of the cops. Um, in your own way, you need to find a way to forgive her. But also, the way you forgive her is by just like pulling those stories out of your heart. Those stories of you being, and we're all adults here, and I have to say this word. God damn it, I hate it. Um, but when she was like calling you a whore, that was like one of the biggest sins that she could have done. And Teagan, there's a way of you believing it. And you wouldn't want anybody else who'd walk through your story who had a grandmother like that believing it. You wouldn't want your sisters, your best friend, your mom, you wouldn't want a goddamn stranger on this call to believe those things. So you can't. This is where you use like flame and water to sit with spirit and be like, all right, Graham, I get it. I know where you were coming from. It doesn't mean it was right. I accept your apology and I'm going to do better by myself. I'm going to not pick up where you left off. And even having this conversation, okay, uh I can feel it. I can feel you having a sense of release, okay, knowing that she sees this. Also, it's interesting, she can't get a, she's saying, wash your goddamn feet, get your grubby feet out of the picture. Like, she cannot have me not look at your grubby goddamn feet and wash your goddamn feet, put socks on, okay? Like there are people watching you. Like
Stick out on it.
She was always yelling at me about my feet.
She was
I barely ever wore shoes or socks.
She always wants to be grounded with the earth.
Yeah.
well, I mean, I get that, but you got goddamn grubby feet, biggest thing that people can see. Like,
You had the
right.
stickiest feet when you were little.
All right. This is
She
what she
used
wants
to
to
have me
hear.
soak my feet in black tea to get rid of the smell on my feet when I was a kid.
Also, here's something that she wants you to know. What you guys did differently this past Christmas that you haven't done in a long time, coming together in a way. She's so happy that she could see you guys do that. Is this the first Christmas that everybody was together?
Me and my boyfriend and his family, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't done it for a very long time.
Okay, she's like she likes that. All right. Also, interestingly enough, hold on. What is this? I think somebody has a picture of I think somebody has a picture of her Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on.
Jesus
Somebody
the
has a picture of her
carpenter.
Jesus. Yeah, and
Megan.
she's saying that you don't have to keep it up there. Like you don't have to hang it up. If you associate that Jesus with like being judged or like sinning or like, the fact that you had premarital sex makes you a harlot, any of that sort of mentality and stories we need to look at, we need to discard, and you don't need to keep it up. You can put it in a box. You know what I mean? If it freaks you out, if it's something that contains bad mojo, you can take her picture of Jesus and put her away, okay? She doesn't need it up. And if there's something about it that might bother somebody in the house or might present some weirdness, I don't know. She's just like, you don't have to keep it up. You don't have to keep it up. It's interesting though because what she okay, so what she's saying to me is that the way that y'all have fought for each other and the way that y'all have fought to come back to one another is actually the heart of Jesus. Okay, this is what she's saying. The way that you guys have fought for one another and fought to come back to one another, that's love, not fear. So there's something in you guys that has focused more on love instead of fear. Focused more on love instead of fear. All right. And this is so important. Now, Teagan, if you continue to carry on thinking that you're a whore, you're lying to yourself. Okay. Also, the way that you're talking about yourself to your body is pretty awful. And this is funny for her to say it, but she's like, don't you know that plenty of men like a big fat ass? This is what she's saying. This is what she's saying. So your boyfriend must love your badunkadunk.
He loves my fat rolls.
Okay, just take it and accept it and love it. All right, take it, accept it, and love it. All right. Thank you, Marisol, for chiming in. All right. Ooh, she wants y'all to be doing crossword puzzles. So this is what she's showing me: crossword puzzles, word searches. She wants you guys to be doing that. It's like honoring her, doing her thing, honoring it. But she just needs y'all to focus on peace. Okay.
Okay.
Focus on peace in your own heart, in the lives of each other, because we don't have each other forever. We don't have each other forever. We only have each other for a limited amount of time, and we cannot be spending our one short blessed life hating ourselves and fighting with our family. I have to say these words before I let her go or let you go. Teagan, with all of her heart and all of her soul, she's sorry for calling you a whore. You need to know this, okay? All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move on to the next one, okay?